What's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation expert, money mindset and fulfillment coach, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur. Come sit with me while I spill the real tea on what it's like to practice using intentional manifestation, demystify all of the woo-woo and confusing bullshit that comes along with creating the life of your dreams, and give you a realistic view of what it's like to be on a personal, spiritual, and professional growth journey. The goal of this podcast is to support and guide you towards manifesting all of your dreams, shed light on the things that people are too scared to talk about, and encourage you to become the person who gets to have it all, be it all, and do it all. I am so happy you are here. Let's fucking do this thing. What's up, loves? Welcome back to another episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. Oh my goodness, there have been so many crazy energetic shifts happening in my life, and I'm so excited to share all of them with all of you very soon here on the podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast episodes, maybe like Thursday next week, because I have some big news that I'm going to be sharing with all of you, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So yes, make sure you listen to next Thursday podcast episode. But as you can see from the title of this episode, today we're going to be demystifying the act of letting go in the manifestation process. And this is one of the most asked questions that I get about the manifestation process, and is by far one of the most misconstrued concepts when it comes to manifestation. So for that reason, we are going to break it down here on the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. So the reason that this concept of letting things go is so misconstrued is because oftentimes manifestation resources will teach you that, like, literally all you have to do is write it down in your journal once, or talk about it to a friend, or say some affirmations, or whatever it may be, like one time or like 1 week of your entire life, and then let it go, and then that thing is magically going to manifest into your life. And while this may work for some smaller manifestations, such as like receiving a text message or manifesting $5, or just like things like that, it's not always, and majority of the time, not going to work when it comes to you manifesting like quote unquote bigger things in your life, such as like the house, the car, the money, the career, the man of your dreams, whatever it may be. And the reason for this being is because when we want to manifest something bigger and better than what we have into our lives, who we are right now and where we are right now, that is going to require us to do the inner work to evolve and become the vibrational match for it. And that is another term that's like thrown around there a ton when it comes to manifestation. It's just like being the vibrational match. So what does this mean? What essentially this means is that you have to put in the work to release old patterns, release self-sabotage, release behaviors that do not support you, that do not align with you being the version of yourself who naturally and easily gets to have this thing in your life, that can easily and naturally manifest this thing that you desire into your life. Because the reality is if you are already the vibrational match for it, you would have already manifested it by now. But if where you're at currently, your current reality is far from whatever it is that you desire, that doesn't mean that, oh my God, it's going to take forever, or you're never going to get to that place, or any of those things. Like, no, that is not what I'm saying. That is a bunch of bullshit. But the reality is that there are energetic shifts that must happen inside of you, maybe emotional shifts, potentially physical shifts that have to happen in your life for you to become the vibrational match to receive that thing, for you to be in energetic alignment with it. That meaning it being a vibration and you being the same vibration that it is, so that you can magnetize it into your life through the universal law of attraction. So with that being said, here's an example of what I mean when I say you can't just write it down once in your manifestation journal or like say a few affirmations about it and then like expect it to show up. So let's say you're wanting to manifest becoming a millionaire. Sitting in your room or your house, journaling affirmations over and over again of I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, whatever it may be, over and over is not going to make you a millionaire. That is not going to make you suddenly, amazingly, magically manifest millions of dollars into your life. Because the reality is that, especially let's say like you're working paycheck to paycheck, like you're feeling broke, you're feeling scarce, you haven't healed your relationship with money, then like you are not the energetic match to be a millionaire. And in order for you to become that millionaire, manifest those millions into your life, it's going to require you to actively take the steps to become that millionaire version of yourself. It's going to require you to heal that relationship with money. It's going to require you to heal your relationship with yourself, heal your self-worth, your confidence, your faith, your trust, so that you are actually in energetic alignment with the version of yourself who can receive $1 million, who can receive more than $1 million and really be able to then hold that manifestation. Because the reality is like a lot of the times we do not manifest the different things that we want into our lives because we're not ready to hold them yet. And that's okay, because like I'm saying, the manifestation process, or like the way to actually be able to hold your manifestations, not only attract your manifestations into your life, but then also be able to hold them in a way that feels very supportive to you in your life, is by doing the inner work, like I've been saying, to release these past patterns, beliefs, traumas, whatnot, that have held you in your current identity and the current energy that you live in and emit out on a daily basis, so that you are able to raise your set point of attraction and elevate into a place where you've become the version of yourself who can easily and naturally hold that manifestation that you're wanting to call in. So with that being said, when it comes to this whole idea of letting go in the manifestation process, again, I want to reemphasize the fact that like you're not just going to write in your journal, I'm a millionaire, and then let it go, and suddenly the universe is going to rearrange itself in miraculous ways in order for you to be a millionaire. The reality is like you can't just let that go. You do want to take the active steps on a daily basis to become the version of yourself, again, who can hold this manifestation. So you're not letting it go. You're actually keeping it at the forefront of your mind, but not in a desperate way. And this is where I see majority of people feel really challenged by the manifestation process, because if they're not just completely letting it go and like pushing it out of their mind and being like, okay, I shouldn't think about this thing because then it's not going to manifest into my life, the alternative to that is like they become hyper focused on it. They become obsessed with it. There's this energy of desperation of like, oh my God, I need to manifest this thing into my life. And that equally is not going to help you attract and manifest whatever it is that you desire into your life, because the energy of desperation is not cute. The energy of desperation is going to create so much resistance for the universe to deliver your manifestation to you, because think about it this way. It's like the energy of desperation in, say, like a relationship. If you are constantly acting desperate for your partner or for the person that you're wanting to start dating, that person's not going to feel inclined to spend all of their time with you or be in a relationship with you, because that energy of desperation repels people away, which is the same reality when it comes to whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. That energy of desperation is what pushes your manifestations further and further away from you. And this is where the inner work becomes so helpful, because the reality is, majority of the time, people hold themselves in that energy of feeling really desperate because there's something inside of them that either consciously or subconsciously they feel like they're lacking, and that if they had their manifestation, they wouldn't feel that lack, which I'm going to rephrase in different words. So essentially, a lot of the times when people are trying to manifest things into their lives, the reason that they're trying to manifest it is because they do not feel full, they do not feel complete, they do not feel happy, they do not feel some sort of way inside of themselves, and they think that something external from them, say the money, the relationship, the job, whatever it may be, will fix that for them. And that by receiving this external thing, that then they will feel okay inside of themselves. And that is simply not true. That is not the reality. No external thing is ever going to bring you the level of fulfillment that you think it's going to if you are not already feeling fulfilled, if you're not already feeling love, care, gratitude, security, safety, whatever it may be inside of yourself. No external thing has the power to do that. So when it comes to, again, like I'm saying, doing the inner work and addressing those underlying blocks, beliefs, patterns, whatnot in your life with yourself is actually going to allow you to release this resistance towards needing your manifestation and projecting that energy of lack out there towards it, that energy that's going to push it further away from you, so that you can step into the energy of being like so okay with or without it. Fully knowing, fully trusting, fully believing that everything that you desire is going to manifest into your life, but also holding yourself in the energy of like, and I'm okay if it doesn't. Because that is the true energy of letting go. That is what this whole letting go thing means when it comes to manifestation. That you can hold yourself in the belief, the trust, the knowing, the faith that whatever it is that you're going to and want to manifest into your life is without a shadow of a doubt going to manifest into your life. And you can also hold yourself in the energy simultaneously of, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be okay. If the money doesn't show up, if the partner doesn't show up, if I don't get the dream job, if I don't have the dream car, if I don't have the dream house, I'm still going to be okay. I'm still going to love myself. I'm still going to feel grateful and love my life and have compassion and all of the different things. Because that is where you are a true magnet for your manifestations. So ideally, the goal with manifestation is to get yourself to the place through doing the inner work that you can actively pursue becoming the millionaire or having the dream business or meeting the partner of your dreams or whatever it may be, while also holding on to this energy of it's okay if it does not happen. It's okay if I do not receive my manifestation in the way that I want to. It's okay, XYZ, all of these different things, because that is genuinely what all of these manifestation gurus, all of these people mean when they say, let go. And if somebody's teaching you otherwise, that like literally you can just write it down in your journal and let it go, and then everything is going to magically manifest into your life, run as fast as you can in the other direction from whoever is teaching you that, because that's simply not true. Especially for, again, some of these quote unquote bigger manifestations like the millions of dollars, the dream house, the dream car, the dream career, like all of those things. Again, if we're talking about like receiving a text message from someone or perhaps getting like an upgrade on a flight, an upgrade in a hotel room, $5 on the ground, like whatever it may be, yeah, totally. Like because you do not have such insane attachment to those things, and then resistance if they don't show up in the way that you want them to, then you're already the clear channel to manifest those things into your life. Whereas a lot of the time, and the reason that these quote unquote bigger manifestations feel so much more challenging is because we attach so much more to them, which then creates that energy of lack through the needing of it and the desperation of wanting it to show up in your physical reality. So I hope that all of that makes sense. And if this podcast episode has helped you really demystify what letting go actually means when it comes to the manifestation process, I would absolutely love it if you would take a screenshot of this episode and post it on your Instagram story. Please be sure to tag me at Kat Kozad so that I can thank you for listening to the podcast and so that I can share it with other people and show everybody that this podcast episode is out there. As you all know, if you've been listening to the podcast, the more that we can share this podcast with other people, whether that be your Instagram followers, your Facebook friends, your real friends, your family, whoever it may be, the greater impact that we all have together on the planet. The more that we all get to raise the vibration of the planet together, which is so fucking cool. Just the fact that taking a minute out of your day today to share this with somebody can make such a massive impact on the world is one of the coolest things ever. So again, if this podcast episode was helpful to you, if you resonated with it, please share it with others in some sort of way. It would mean the absolute world to me. And as always, and I always love to throw this out there, if you have something specific that you are interested in having me talk about on the podcast, shoot me over a message on Instagram at Kat Kozad and let me know what it is, because I'm always here to make this podcast what all of you want and need it to be. And as I said, for our year anniversary back on September 8th, this podcast, yes, is about me, but it's mostly about all of you and you who choose to show up and listen and implement these different things into your life. I have so many women that reach out to me that tell me that the podcast alone has helped them change their lives. So if there's something specific that you feel stuck on, there's something specific that you really want to understand when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to this personal development journey, when it comes to business, when it comes to anything, please reach out to me. Let me know what it is so that I can make this podcast so for all of you. And with that being said, I'm sending you all of my love. Like I said, in the next few weeks, there's some big changes going on. So be sure to tune into the podcast to get the updates on all of those. And I am sending you all of my love. I'll chat with you on the next episode. Oh my gosh, thank you for listening to today's episode. I am so grateful to have these no bullshit talks with you. If you enjoyed today's episode or the podcast as a whole, please spread the love by leaving me a review on iTunes or sharing the podcast with others. This is how I will be able to spread more of these good vibes and be able to make more of an impact on the lives of others. And if you're not already part of all of the goodness and communities that I have to offer, check out the show notes. I have links to the different ways that I can support you on your manifestation journey and help you live a life full of more money, fulfillment, and freedom. But that is all for now. So big love and hugs, and I will chat with you soon, babe.